Greetings in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, this has not, I haven't been able to get this basically off my mind. I know that the Lord wanted me to study about Athaliah, and so I said, okay, I got to teach the people about Athaliah. When you look her up in the scriptures, and I'm at this point can't remember where it is because I don't have my Bible with me. There's a lot going on, and with me and the way I deal in the spiritual realm, a lot comes at once. And so, like, as I'm even teaching you about this, there are several other things going on. There's the money I'm raising for the church in India. There's the show I'm watching, Flesh and Bones, I think it's called. It's about ballet. It's wonderful. I'm so glad Michael suggested it. If you really want to know how the ballet world really is, watch that show. It's on Stars. I don't have that channel, but I began, trying to make food, and all of a sudden a spirit came, and so then I'm started, not a spirit, the spirit, and so I'm speaking in tongues, and then all of a sudden I realized I started getting more information about Athaliah. I realized that I could actually see this show on a channel that I do have because the movie was going off, and so I said, oh, it's coming on Encore. So then I go to Encore on demand, and I realized, okay, great, I can actually watch the whole season. So I haven't got through episode one because I was still preparing dinner at 10 o'clock because I was up all night. And so then, as I said, my dad's anniversary is coming up and my birthday is coming up. And so there's all types of different things that have to be handled and have to be going on, and decisions that has to be made. And it's a lot. And so what happens is it's difficult for me sometimes to teach or to explain or to give revelation because of the stuff that's not only going on in the natural, but then it's the battles in the spirit, and then it's the revelation that's coming in the spirit. And so it's all a bit much, and already it's 2 minutes into this video and I don't want it to be long. So Athaliah, she was the daughter of Jezebel, and y'all always hear people teach about Jezebel. You don't hear them speak much about Athaliah. Brian Carn says he's been speaking about the spirit of Athaliah. He was saying that Ahab and Jezebel would rule 2 terms, and then the spirit of Athaliah would come. And so it's been over a year, I believe, that I've been hearing him say this. And just the other day, because he has Periscope, I don't have Periscope. I don't have a phone that like has all of that, and I don't think you can really do it through your computer or whatever. But someone uploads it to like YouTube, so I see it late, And so I think it even can be hooked up to like Facebook because some people have been like live on Facebook, and I'm thinking somehow that's connected to Periscope, which all of that stuff is. It's about surveillance. It's about making us feel free. It's about making us feel at liberty. It's about making us, yay, technology. And I think I'm still like I was in elementary school when computers basically came out and people started having like home computers. And I was saying to myself, okay, so what does it do? Well, what's wrong with typewriters? And they're trying to tell me it's different. No, it's not different. They started adding games and they started adding chat. Oh my God. When you could actually like text, and chat people. That was like, and then it was MySpace, and oh my God, here we go. And it's all a part of the plan, and we're all being deceived and drawn in. But see, that's another thing I can't because this isn't YouTube, so I don't have 2 hours. It's a trick. It's a trap. Everything they tell us is a lie. I told you my aunt works for Secret Service. I know I shouldn't even be saying that. It could be putting my life or her life in danger. It doesn't matter because my life's already in danger because they already have been tapping the phones, and it's a bit much. But again, I can't talk about any of that. I can't talk about any of that. The World Bank. The World Bank. I'm thinking about the World Bank because Nisi works for the World Bank. It's all a part of the system. It's all a part of the system. So Athaliah, she's the daughter of Jezebel. I gotta talk about Jezebel now. Jezebel comes after those who are prophets. She hates prophets. She hates them. She hates them. She hates them. She's in charge of the girls. GIRLS? No, I'm talking about the girls. GURLZ. She's in charge of she's in charge of witchcraft. She's in charge of lust, seduction, vanity, glamour, fashion. All of that is Jezebel's territory. All types of sexual, any and every type of sexual thing it's Jezebel is running that. She's the girl who ran the world. That spirit, she was dedicated to Ashtaroth. Ashtaroth is also Easter, Ishtar, and all these different names. The Catholics call her Mary. That is not Jesus' mother. Miriam that they're talking about. They're talking about the quote unquote Queen of Heaven who has many names, including Isis. That spirit is what was in Jezebel. You have to understand it was also in Semiramis, Nimrod's wife. Nimrod died. The Tower of Babel came down. The Bible says the people said, "Let us build this tower." And then God came down and confused their language. There's no proof that even Nimrod was basically alive. If you really look into the scriptures, you can see it's not even like a certain thing that he was alive. I do believe that people said, "Let's go build it," and then he said, "Okay, cool." And then so they built it, they built it, they built it, and then God came down and he confused the language. But what you don't understand is that, and the Lord is giving this to me now, it's not like they built that in 2 months. Okay, they could have been building that for years, and at whatever point his wife took over. She was in charge because most of the religions of the world and the soothsaying and the magic and all of that, again, you're dealing with Semiramis, Nimrod's wife. Most of that stuff she invented after he died. Most of that stuff she invented after he died. Christmas is really his birthday. You have to understand there's so many. I can't get into all of that right now. Just look up Semiramis, Semiramis, I believe it's Semiramis, Nimrod's wife. Google her, baby. Okay, Google her. And find out and understand that she was the girl who ran the world because at that time, that was the world. That was the whole world. That was the known world. She ran it. Okay, that's part one. I'll be back.